Hi, my name is Rob Bart and this is my merger and acquisition presentation for assignment 2. Now, the Royal Bank of Scotland's 2007 acquisition of ABN Amro remains extremely significant today. It was the largest financial services acquisition to date and was the first successful cross-border hostile bid for a major European bank. Ultimately, it led to the downfall of two of the consortium partners. Now, ABN Amro was a Dutch-based bank. It was the 8th largest bank in Europe at the time of the acquisition and had an extensive global network that encompassed North America, Latin America, the Middle East, Asia Pacific region and Europe. Nevertheless, their share price had stagnated. The management were unable to deliver the increases to return on equity that shareholders had desired, and therefore they become a takeover target. Now, the Royal Bank of Scotland Consortium comprised of 3 banks: the lead bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, a UK-based banking institution; Fortis Bank, a Benelux-based financial service and insurance provider; and Banco Santander, which was Spain's leading retail bank. The motivations for the purchase from the consortium was that ABN had a strong presence in their current and also in their target markets, and it was felt that through the breakup of ABN into sectors that were most coveted by the consortium partners would allow them to achieve their growth aspirations more successfully. As with all horizontal mergers, there were synergies. They're estimated to be cost synergies of €4.23 billion and enhancement of revenue of €1.22 billion. Now, the consortium are not the only interesting bidders. In fact, the whole process started with Barclays, a UK bank, who entered into exclusive negotiations with ABN in March 2007. Prior to these negotiations, ABN's share price had traded between €24 and €27, although with this announcement they increased to €29.50. At the end of the negotiation period, it culminated in an all-share offer by Barclays of 3.225 Barclays shares for every ABN share. This valued ABN at €36.25, which represented a 33% premium to where the share price of ABN had traded before negotiations were announced. The news of these terms sent Barclays shares down by 2.5%. A month or so later, the consortium came in with their offer, an increased offer of €38.40, which represented a 13% premium to the Barclays offer, as Barclays share price had deteriorated in the intervening period. It also had a larger cash element, about 79% was in cash. The news of this sent market share price for RBS down and helped Barclays recover somewhat. Now, the consortium's offer was contingent on the sale of LaSalle Bank, or the retention of LaSalle Bank, which had already been agreed to be sold to Bank of America. When this sale ultimately carried through, it was felt that the consortium may well walk away. Instead, they came back with an improved offer. Whilst the overall valuation remained the same at €38.40, they increased the cash element to 93% of the consideration. This was extremely enticing for shareholders. Bank stocks at the time were falling due to the subprime lending crisis unfolding. And even when Barclays came back in with their improved offer, they were still unable to match that of the consortium, and therefore ultimately the consortium was victorious with 98.8% shareholder take-up. Now, the tactics employed by ABN's management were particularly interesting. By engaging in merger protocol with Barclays, they effectively stopped the flow of information to other bidders. Even when they provided a confidentiality agreement to the consortium partners, which may have allowed some additional information to come through, they included a standstill provision within that agreement, which actually meant that if signed, the consortium would not be able to bid for ABN Amro for a period of 12 months. And also LaSalle Bank, which was previously mentioned, this was a key target of the Royal Bank of Scotland, and it was seen that the sale of LaSalle during this whole process was there to deter the consortium's bid, thus a poison pill. So much so that a Dutch investor group tried to halt the sale of LaSalle by legal proceedings, although this was ultimately overturned by the Dutch Supreme Court. Given that the consortium were not going to be able to win the hearts and minds of ABN's management, they decided to line the pockets of ABN shareholders by offering them an offer that they just couldn't refuse. Thank you.